Hey everybody, Grayson from Poke Profit. Today we're going to talk about Ascended Heroes, Prismatic, Destined Rivals, a couple other sets, but mainly Ascended and Prismatic I want to touch on first because I feel like we're at a critical junction in regards to these sets and people making potentially bad investment decisions in regards to opportunity cost over the next 18 to 24 months. Ascended Heroes, loose CTBs, $155, $160 now. These have just gone straight up since release of the product. I was a huge fan of buying sealed cases when they were around $1,000, $1,100 USD out the gate. I think that was an incredibly obvious decision to make. I do worry though about people now buying loose CTBs in the 155, 160 range. And if you zoom out long enough, we think about where the set's going to be in 2031, 2032. I'm sure it's not going to matter that much. You're going to do fine. But at the same time, in the short term, we do have to question what's going to happen to Ascended Heroes. And I understand on YouTube right now, there are a lot of people making very bullish content on Ascended, myself included. And I think there is a lot of utility in saying it's a great set because the God Pack experience is excellent. The top hits are very expensive and difficult to pull. You have the IRs in there, the mega attack rares. So there's a little bit of everything inside of Ascended Heroes, something for everyone as well. But Ascended Heroes has not been stress tested yet. So when people say Ascended, it's probably going to carry Pokemon through Q2, Q3. Nobody wants to open Perfect Order or Chaos Rising or the Mega Darkrai set that's coming. And then after that, the Rayquaza set, maybe that's going to be good. But a lot of eyes are going to be on Ascended for a decent portion of this year. And I can understand why, if you believe that, why you think Ascended's just going to keep running. But it was the same thing with Prismatic last year. Surging was all right, but then Prismatic came, everyone forgot about Surging. No one really wanted to open Stellar Crown or Twilight Masquerade. And then you had Journey Together come, and that was cool for like a week. And then after that, nobody wanted it because all the cards were cheap and very easy to pull. It wasn't really until Destined Rivals came out that there was kind of a new set for people to be hyped about. We just haven't seen any Ascended reprints yet. It's way too early. So if you're buying right now, and it's the same thing with the booster bundles, which I'll touch on here in a second, you're paying a premium for Ascended Heroes. You got to understand that. And is this premium going to be here 6 months from now, 8 months from now, a year from now, right? Like when Prismatic came out, there was nothing even comparable to Prismatic on the market. Everybody loved the set, thought it was amazing. But a year later, we already have Ascended, which a lot of people are arguing is a better set than Prismatic. So what's going to happen in 2027 when an even better set potentially comes out, right? Are people going to look at Ascended the same way they're looking at it right now? And generally, I want to put my money towards investments when I think it's a great investment, one, but two, when public perception maybe isn't as bullish on the set as I am. Whereas I think right now with a set like Ascended Heroes, everybody is incredibly bullish on it. Everybody wants to get their hands on Ascended Heroes, whether it's the pin collections, the poster collections, the booster bundles, the ETBs. And in regards to the booster bundles, you can see here on TCG Player, they're going for about $78, but realistically, I think they're back towards like the 85, 90 range. There was just some lower sales happening today that I think's brought the price down a little bit. It will be interesting to see within 48 hours when release day actually comes what the price is going to be. But just talking to, shout out Ian, my guy in Singapore, and some people in Europe, the booster bundle displays, they're more than likely going to be $1,400 USD in North America, because that's the only way people are going to have them over here is if they import them from other parts of the world. That's like 130, 140 a bundle, right? It might not be the best place to put your money, and nobody in those parts of the world, Asia, Europe, is selling these cheap. Nobody. Everybody knows that these are going to be $2,000-$3,000 bundle displays within a 5-year period, more than likely, right? Might even happen faster than that when you look at where Prismatic is currently. I know that's like $1,600-$1,700, but give it some time. 151's already up to $2,200-$2,300, whatever the bundle displays are. So It's a top tier product in my opinion. But if you want to buy loose bundles, $90, you're paying $15 a pack. Is that really worth it? Is that a great place to put your money right now? Probably not, in my opinion. I mean, maybe that's a little bit of a hot take, but I want to circle back to Ascended maybe 6 months from now, 8 months from now, just see where the market is at that time. And, when people stop talking about it in every single YouTube video, that's probably when I'm going to be buying a lot more Ascended. Right now, I just purchased another case of Prismatic Evolutions ETBs, and there's kind of a few reasons for that. One, we obviously had the restock, so prices have come down. I think it's a solid time to dollar cost average and continue building your position. The other thing, Ascended booster bundle displays, a little bit more expensive than I thought they were going to be. I'm still trying to get some, but I'm not going to get as many as I was initially planning. And then the third thing too, I think just overall, people are maybe a little bit less bullish on Prismatic right now because Ascended has kind of taken that place and everyone's paying attention to it. So I'm happy to pick up more Prismatic right now in the form of ETBs. I did have someone ask me about the SPCs, and in Canada, they just never got to a point where I could get quantity from someone shipped to me. Everyone just wanted to do local deals in like the 325, 350 Canadian range. So I haven't purchased more of these. I'm happy that I have 11 of them. If you guys look at the graph, we could do the 6-month chart here. I was buying back here when they were like 240, 250 USD, and I was paying closer to $200 USD up here in Canada. So I'm fine with the position I have on these, but I understand if you guys have solid deals available to you locally, why you would be buying these as well. I think it's a great opportunity with the restock that happened to pick up more of them. But at the same time, this deal went away very quickly. You had maybe a week to catch the bottom on these. We're already running back to around $365 USD. Recent sales from today, $380 for an SPC again. So that's a really long-winded way of me to say that I think Ascended right now, sure, buy bundles, buy ETBs. If you're a long-term investor, you're going to do great with those. Have confidence in that. But at the same time, there's probably going to be better places to put your money. And the opportunity costs, I do worry because, again, Ascended has not been stress tested. And I understand people are saying Ascended's not going to get reprinted because Pokemon's, putting all their focus on the 30th anniversary, right? So maybe Ascended's going to go a little bit under the radar and they're not going to focus on printing that as much as something like Prismatic. But at the same time, do you really want to bank on that? Because if you do, that's fine. But if we get massive Ascended reprints and restocks later this year, next year, are you going to have the funds available to buy 5 to 10 ETB cases or buy, 5 to 10 booster bundle displays or whatever, right? Or cases. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that you're fine taking that bet. And if you're not, then maybe just hold on to your money a little bit. And there might be better opportunities with Ascended. That is all I'm saying. Again, if you disagree, place your bets accordingly, put your money where your mouth is. Now, before we get on to Destined Rivals, if you guys enjoy this type of content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video. It helps out a ton getting these videos pushed out to more people. Thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. If you want to work with me this year, links in the description, as always, the consultation calls and the mentorship program. Getting back into the video, Destined Rivals, I wanted to touch on this quickly. There's not too much to say here. The booster boxes aren't really doing anything special, 5 to 6 selling per day on eBay. That's fine. But the bundle displays are starting to creep up. The loose bundles around $67 each. But what I'm more excited about is if you go look at the bundle displays, I know on TCG Player it says they're around $14.80 in terms of market price, but recent sales, and they don't sell super often on TCG Player, so we should note that, but April 9th, we had a sale at $17.20. April 12th, we had a sale at $17.30. And then a couple days ago on April 20th, we had a sale at $17.75. So the Destined Rivals booster box cases, even though they aren't super liquid, not a ton of them are selling, they are still moving up in price. And even if you want to look at the loose bundles, you could have been buying these early January for around $50. And I know people who are buying these cheaper than $50, like around $40 per bundle. That was a great opportunity. You're already up what would that be? 75%, somewhere between like 65 and 75%, depending on your entry point. Amazing, right? And it was a no brainer to be buying these bundles at that price. You're paying a little bit over, well, not a little bit over, 650, 675 per pack, something like that for Destined Rivals, which is great considering those are more than likely going to be $20 to $30 packs within a few years. So absolutely amazing for anybody who got in to Destined booster bundles. The other thing too, that I know some people went in with me on Blackbolt. These ETBs are up to $125 now. Doesn't surprise me. Up 50% over the past 3 months. And the conversation with Blackbolt is very interesting too. If you guys remember, a couple weeks ago, I said, if Ascended Heroes continues running, if Prismatic continues to run and those get more expensive, you might have some consumers coming back to a set like Blackbolt because you have God packs, you have solid top chases that are worth a decent amount of money, you have amazing illustration rares. So there's a lot to be had in a set like Blackbolt, and it's still fairly affordable, considering where a lot of the other specialty sets are. Paldean Fates ETB is over $400 now. You have 151 at what, $630. You have all of these other sets continuing to run up in price. So something like Blackbolt at 120, 125, it doesn't seem like it's terrible value. And at the same time too, if we talk about reprints potentially happening, do you think Pokemon is going to focus on a set like Blackbolt or White Flare over, let's say, Destined Rivals or over Ascended Heroes or even Prismatic Evolutions? I know that Pokemon has an absolute hard-on for that set and they just continue printing it. So is Blackbolt going to be a top priority? Probably not, right? It's almost a year old at this point, almost halfway through its print cycle. Keep an eye on something like this set. And the final thing I wanted to touch on this video, Sword and Shield era, it is Wednesday, so I did the update. Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, and Brilliant Stars, these are the 3 sets that I say you should pay attention to right now. They're really starting to separate themselves from the rest of the era in terms of demand and also just general lack of supply on the market. Something like Lost Origin, sure, there might be an equal amount or less boxes on the market, but Lost Origin's demand, we're talking about maybe a box per day selling Buy It Now, eBay North America. Fusion has less supply out there and it's selling at double the rate and it's more expensive. Evolving, this is still the best selling booster box generally in the Sword and Shield era on the market. Something like Brilliant Stars is always up there as well. Incredibly consistent. It's just continuing to push up in price, maybe like 1% per month or something like that. You can hardly find boxes below $600 now. And something to touch on about Fusion Strike too, there's maybe only like 3 or 4 boxes currently listed on eBay below $1,100 USD. TCG Player, I don't know what we're working with here. It looks like there's probably a few more boxes that you could be buying, but eBay, at least right now, not a ton below like $1,100 USD. So keep an eye on these 3. And of course, if these 3 sets do start to move, then maybe you'll have your Lost Origin, your Chilling Reign, your Silver Tempest, which I think could be potentially a dark horse of the era. Those will probably move afterwards. And then you'll have kind of the lower tier stuff, your Battle Styles, your Astral Radiance, maybe even Darkness and Vivid at that point would get some more love. So that's really all I wanted to get to in this video. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. Are you buying more Ascended right now as well? I'm always curious to know where you guys are putting your dollars. And I think if you're buying at MSRP, of course, that's an absolute no-brainer for a set like Ascended Heroes. But I do worry a little bit. 150, 160 already for ETBs. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.